Welcome back, everybody, to the Mindcrack server. The sun is about to set, but that's okay because we are headed into the nether. We're going to take a look and work on the wither skeleton area. It's time for us to murder up a wither. So I've been doing some work on the wither skeleton area. We're going to go look at that. What else was there? Oh yeah, I forgot to say, episode number 16 of the Minecraft multiplayer server. Isn't that right, Hernando? Season 6, Minecrack. Did I say everything? I think so. I need some food. Hernando is going to give us all the goods. Let's leave him. Let's see. I'm going to be doing some digging, which is going to burn a lot of calories, a lot of piggy calories. So we need a lot of food. Isn't that right, Hernando? I need to resupply you with some food soon. Yeah, exactly. So I've been doing some work in here. Let's go take a look. And what I've been doing, a lot of grindy digging is what I've been doing. So we've got a path to the wither skeleton farming area in case anybody comes by here and wants to use it and needs directions, needs a clear example of which way to go. Eventually, I will construct a rail line. I will develop that the nether side of my nether portal. I will develop into I'll do a build on it, is what I am trying to say, and we'll have a tunnel and a rail line that will lead down here. This is a little logout area to be safe at, and also a place to run away from the spawning platforms and despawn monsters if you need to. I replaced the blocks here with prismarine bricks, by the way, because wither skeletons now will spawn anywhere within the vicinity of a nether fortress, whatever they're called, if there are nether bricks around. So I had to get rid of those. Move the storage over here, and now we have an alternate route down to the floor of the nether. I had one connected to one of the legs of the nether fortress. Got a lot of blocks I've been digging up. Let's go take a look. It's changed quite a bit since this first time we worked on it. And let's just make sure there's nobody here. There's so many gas. They are a non-stop problem. Oh, I can't believe I missed that shot. He's kind of far away now. Boom! Oh, man. Sharpshooter. So, here's what we're making. We're making spawning platforms to spawn wither skeletons. To kill them for their skulls so we can spawn a wither and get beacons. And what you need is you need to locate an intersection, which is no longer there because I've deleted it, but you need an intersection, and then you can spawn them, I think, something like 9 blocks out from the very center. Something like that. Look it up if you want to build one. But this is basically what we've done. We've made 3 platforms on each side. And I've started removing some of the nether fortress. Let me just peek around here and make sure we're safe. There's a guy way over there. There was a leg right there, for instance, and there was a leg over here. I've removed a few of them, starting to expose it. What are these called? Prismarine bricks really do look fantastic in the nether. Eventually, we will replace these platforms with an automated system with pistons and a crusher and stuff. But really, the super, as time-consuming as all this was, the really time-consuming thing is going to be conditioning the rest of the area to not spawn anything else, like this pigman here. So that'll involve putting slabs on the floor there, getting rid of a lot of these floating platforms. All that space up there, this shelf up there, all that's got to go. We're going to do that in stages. At first, what I really want is a beacon. And to do that, I just want to be able to kill one wither. Oh, you done messed up. Oh, my God. Wow. Oh, you don't go after the other ones. Don't get angry at me. You better not be angry at me. I was not Whoa! Oh! They are angry at me. I didn't shoot them. It was a skeleton. Are you kidding me? I am not a partisan with this skeleton. Crap. I mean, I can handle a pigman. It's just annoying when I'm trying to show off what I've built. Let's see if they'll forget. There was a certain patch where it was almost impossible to get the pigman not angry at you. I don't think they've forgiven me, though. He's having trouble getting through here. Let's just see. You gonna hit me? Or did you forget? I don't think you forgot. Boom! Yeah, you... Alright, fine. I'm just gonna have to be on my toes. And if you kill them in one shot, they will not spread their anger around. Okay, so originally I had two intersections. There was one here, which is still here, and there was one over there, which is gone. I've totally deleted it because I realized there was one of the intersections which doesn't count. If you see an intersection and it's got bricks above it and pillars and stuff, those don't count. So there was one of those right here. But right here was one of the intersections which does count, and it is closer. So these two are fairly close together. So before I had stairs and slabs so that you could, if you're running back and forth trying to find wither skeletons and whatnot, you could just run up the slabs. These are too close together, so I've got ladders to go up, and I just put as many ladders as I could fit so you could flow. You could feel the flow between the different platforms. See if I can not get hit here. Okay, they decided not to shoot me too much. So periodically, if you get a bunch of mobs you don't want to kill, like zombie pigmen, or if there's too many blazes or whatever, or magma cubes, which are unavoidable, sometimes it's good to have a place to run to out of range of the spawning to despawn any mobs in this area. Okay, are you my friend? Okay, he's my friend. Okay, he's my friend. So that's what I've built. You've probably seen this kind of thing before. It's just a long tunnel, which leads way down. Oh, okay, way down there. And there's also a little area if you need to like go AFK, you can kind of log out there. So I don't have a rail line here yet, but eventually I will build a rail line to help you get out here quicker, more direct manner. But I'm gonna save that for a little while. But I think the look of it is pretty cool. What I want to do... Oh, hi, buddy. Oh, yeah, there's some... this is my first job here, is get rid of these bricks here. Those guys spawned outside the platforms, because there's those bricks right there. We'll go ahead and murder them, though. So far, I've only got... Wow. They do so much damage. I mean, I'm not wearing great armor, but come on. So far I've got one wither skull. That's it. All the skeletons I killed building this area, and they were a lot. I only got one skull. Let's run down the ladder real quick and take a look at it from below. And then I'm gonna dig out a few of these pillars, and we're gonna use these bricks that we dig out here to go right to the Guardian Monument and use those to help build our farm there as well. Look at that. It looks so striking in the nether. Everything is so red and dark, and then you've got this lovely, what color green is that, would you say? It's a color green. I don't know what shade you would call it, but the green and the gray, oh, it's just so, it's refreshing. It's like a hot summer day, and you're eating some nice piece of fruit or something, you know, something refreshing. A gin and tonic, if you will. So I think I'll dig this thing out in one pickaxe increment. My efficiency 5 unbreaking 3 pickaxe is in need of a repair. So that's how much I managed to dig out. There was the big central thing, and then I think 3 or 4 of the legs. And I've already exposed it quite a bit. I guess I'll focus first on the nether bricks, and then we'll work on the surrounding nether rack. Am I saying the words properly? Oh my gosh! And then after we've done all that, I'll get around to deciding how I want to handle slabbing up all of this ground. I guess we'll probably do that last. We'll do it one piece at a time, and I really mean that this time. We're going to do it in increments, and we're going to move on to something else. That does look pretty cool, huh? I do love the colors in the nether. Really cool. All right, so I'm going to take all these blocks, or at least one shipment, maybe two, over to the ocean monument, and we'll get to work on that. Okay, so I'm going to start working a little bit on the infrastructure for our Guardian Monument farm thingy. And the main block we're going to use are nether brick slabs, because we're going to have a bazillion of them from our other little project. So the farm in the middle will be mostly using those blocks, but I also want to do something cool. I want to get rid of all the sand. I think it'd be interesting, because we're going to be hanging out kind of down there. By the way, I outlined all the chunks. I'll get to that in a second. I want to get rid of all the sand. I think it would be neat, because we're going to be down there at the bottom of the farm. It'd be cool if we can see through the water, like we're at the bottom of the ocean, like we're Moses, and we said, part, or whatever, we need to farm some guardians. So I want to see through the water. However, I don't want all the water to go crashing back in. There's this kind of really awesome thing that I don't remember what patch they added it in, but water didn't used to repair itself. Can I empty this bucket? How do I empty it? Let's do it like this. Pow! Okay. Source block gone. So if I take you, I mean, obviously all you guys know this. I just want to bring up what I'm talking about. If I take the source block, the water will repair it. It didn't used to be that way when there was not a solid block under it. If you use a transparent block underneath it, like glass or a piston, it would not repair either. They changed that at some point. So the reason I bring that up is because if I remove all of this sand, everything is going to come rushing in. All of the work will be totally wasted. I've had this like fear in my heart that I'm going to screw this up. I'm going to screw it up. So I made some small models so we could test some different scenarios. But I think I'm going to use some slabs around the edge of this thing anyway. But I don't want it to be a solid wall of slabs because, like I said, I want to be able to see through it. So that we're going to go down there in a second and mess with those. You can kind of guess why I've divided this thing into chunks. All of these blocks and slabs here, these are dividing the hole in the ground into their component chunks. You can probably guess why a few of them have a little square, a solid square of torches. Those are the confirmed slime chunks. So we got one here, one there, and one over there. And I confirmed these on chunk base as well, because I was wondering if maybe I just hadn't seen any of the other chunks. Apparently, those are the only three we got. We only really need one for my purposes. I just want something to give me enough to make pistons, basically. I don't want to be drowning in slime balls. I think the monument is these 9, so we're not going to use this one. We'll probably just use that one or that one. That can be kind of deeper in the ground, though. It doesn't really matter that much which one we use. I just need to kind of keep it in mind. I wanted to identify which chunks they were before we... Oh, I fell. Which chunks they were before we build it, before we start working on the Guardian Farm itself. Okay, so what I've done here... Which one should we dig out first? This is a little scale model of our project. This, the water represents the ocean, obviously. This is the sand wall we've made, and this is the hole we've dug. This one is just like that one. So let's say I just fill this back in. Or if I just get rid of all the sand. Let's say we just dug everything out. Now, in the old way Minecraft works, what would happen is the water would fill where the sand is. It would come down and it would go 8 blocks over. As far as water will flow. Okay, that's what it's doing now. But as soon as I get rid of these... Oh, did I? No, I didn't. Okay, I didn't break the outer walls. That shouldn't matter. As soon as we get rid of all of these, it's going to totally fill back in. The other one is slightly different. That's the one I want to test. Yeah, okay, totally filled back in. Oh my god, if I screw this up and this whole thing fills back in, I'm just going to... I will never play on the server again. I mean that is probably a serious statement I'm making. If I dig these walls and this fills in totally, I'm never playing on the server ever again in my life. Okay, so this one's a little bit different. Let's just dig out one side. This one, I put a little barrier around the edge. Okay, so, good, and they should want to dig them out in this specific order. Just one wall, and then I just want to... Oops. There. Okay, so now they have gone down into their little trench. And if I go all the way around, because these blocks in the bottom, they're only going to be flowing water. They're not going to be source blocks. Uh-oh. Oh, crap. Screwed it up. I know this is why I built a little test. I know there's got to be a sequence to do this without screwing it up. Okay, we fixed it. There's a slime nearby. Flip-plopping away. I think I can get rid of this. This isn't source blocks. I guess it's on the corners that this is happening, huh? They must be... Oh, because this is a solid block. Maybe this isn't gonna work either. Let's just go ahead and dig all that out. Let's just go ahead and dig it all out. Let's see if they totally fill back in. Maybe this isn't gonna work the way I wanted it to. Maybe there's a different thing we can do. Maybe I just need to use the slabs to prevent them. Okay, let's see what we got. Did it fill? It did not fill in the middle. It did not fill in the middle. Okay. So that kind of works. It's kind of messy, but the trench was successful. We did have... It was fine as long as it was just one wall. So Dude, you better shut up right now. Shut up! You're so noisy. I think the main thing I'm gonna need, I think the main lesson here is that what we want is we want slabs in the corners. And we should be okay. If we put slabs in the corners, and we have a little trench for the water to flow down into, I think we'll be fine. So here's the basic layout. Got a little capturing chamber in the middle where we'll be throwing the damaging potions at them if we want the XP, or they'll just get collected, their drops, if we just want the drops. I've also decided to expand our perimeter just a little bit. It was a square, which is super duper boring. Now we're going to have a much cooler idea, and also it gives me room to have little squid spawning areas. That's what these rectangles, like that guy, and that guy. I don't know if we're going to have 3 yet, or 1, or 2. I haven't decided exactly how I collect them. And the drop rates are not going to be that great because there's going to be all this water. This is not the ideal environment to make a squid farm, obviously. So we just need a few, and yeah, I haven't quite decided that yet. It doesn't... Oh, God, don't miss. Whew. Doesn't matter that much, but we will have some areas. They need to be outside of this original perimeter we dug, so that we don't get any guardians spawning in that space. So, and also I think in this guardian area, I'm not sure if squids can spawn. If they do, it doesn't matter that much. I think we're only going to get guardians, though. So this is where they're all going to come down to. We'll have hoppers here to collect their drops. And they're going to bounce around. This has been vertically compressed, by the way. This is not the actual heights. This is just the basic layout. They're going to be captured in here. And then we'll have water flowing down this middle. We'll have, I guess, dispensers with water. This channel right here, I think, will always be on. We don't need to ever turn this off. So water will always be flowing here. Or actually, yeah, we might need to do a pulsey thing. That's not important, though. Important thing is that the guardians are going to get spawned within this rectangle, and we'll have 3 of these rectangles. They need to spawn in water within a certain vertical range. So I think it's going to be a little bit higher than this. And they need to spawn next to a block in the water. So we're going to have this pattern here. So like these 2 blocks here, they cover this space and this space. This water block is covered with this guy and this and this. And I think they also need a 2x1 space going from east to west. So that's why it's oriented in that direction. This water block is covered by that block. This water block is covered by that block. Water block here is covered by this block, etc., etc. And we're also going to be providing the water with dispensers so we can turn the thing on and off. If we need to like get up in the chamber and do some maintenance, So they will flow down. If they're next to a block, they float downwards. I think. But they're going to go down, and they'll fall through some lava to bring them down to basically half of a heart within range of a damage potion. So they need to spawn, they need to fall onto water. So that's why we'll have dispensers here dispensing water and pushing them after they've been extinguished. They shouldn't take any more fall damage. They'll fall into water here and down into here. Now, if we just want drops and no XP, what we'll do is we'll have the water off most of the time so that they burn to death. And so then we'll just, I guess I'll have to provide some kind of pulse every few minutes with a hopper clock or something to push the drops down here. We might even need some ice in these channels to make them go faster. So all that's good. And then we'll have a squid farm over there. And I think I'll have some kind of block, or we'll use a dispenser to bring the drops from there underneath here down here. And that's basically how it's going to work, aside from the slime farm, the third of our farms here, which I haven't really thought about how that's going to work yet. But what I want to do is I'm going to be working on the cage and the farm at the same time. I think these blocks are way too dark. We can either have, we're going to be using a lot of slabs, a lot of stone bricks and slabs, stone slabs, and a lot of the nether brick stuff. So we can either have the majority of the shell holding the water out, have that be of one, and then the farm be of the other to provide contrast. If it's all red, we'll be up here or anywhere else, and it's just, there's going to be no contrast. So we want to use one block mostly per one, and one block for the other. So I think what makes sense is to make the shell out of nether brick slabs. Oh god, don't die. Fall in the water, that's fine. So we'll use mostly nether brick slabs with some stone brick accents here and there. And that'll be going down, mostly down the corners here to keep the water from growing back and filling this back in. And then we'll make this mostly out of stone bricks and glass. So I took a trip back to my base, and I fixed up my shovel, which was low on durability, went to the desert, dug up a whole bunch of desert, ender chest, and my inventory full, so approximately 50 stacks of sand, made a bunch of glass, put the blocks next to each other, and decided on cyan glass to go with the stone bricks and stone slabs, which is going to look nice. Keep in mind that these blocks here are just kind of placeholders to let me lay out the design. This color is mostly going to be in the outer shell. The actual farm itself is mostly going to be in the stone brick, stone slab color scheme. So I think that color glass is going to look nice. I brought over 16 stacks of it, and it evaporated in a puff of smoke. Where's my ladder? My ladder is over here. We are out of time today, so we got to wrap up the video. I think it's been like a 3-day video again. I've been spending like 3 days on average on these videos. Maybe I could do slightly less. So this level, where this glass is, I need to put either signs or fence gates or something like that that'll let the mob fall through, but not let the water through. Beneath that will be lava. So then the 5 or so blocks from here, 2, 3, 4, 5, that will be water for the guardians to spawn, and I have to put as well the glass blocks in the configuration I showed you before, but I ran out. You can use, you want any kind of transparent thing. I don't have enough glowstone. I've heard that the drop rates or the spawn rates are better if it's lit up. So if you use glowstone, it's a good idea. I just don't have enough glowstone to do that. Maybe I will go get some glowstone and pepper it in here and there to light the place up. Maybe it's not going to be that necessary. We could make these platforms bigger. We could make them smaller. It's mostly about style at this point. I want to make something stylish. Doc Brown said, when Marty questioned why he made a time machine out of a DeLorean, he said, if you're going to make a time machine out of a car, why not do it with a little style? And in this instance, Guardian Farm is the time machine, and the car is the hole in the ocean. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about, though. These platforms are separated by these blocks, by the way, because down there, when we have the water push them into these channels down to that area, we're going to need dispensers so we can cut off the water. So we need room between them so that the dispensers can be powered by redstone and not be too cramped, that kind of thing. I also need to make a whole bunch of dispensers. I need to make bows. That's going to take a lot of string. There is that mine shaft underneath here that I discovered in the little... What is that? Is that another brick? Was it? Why is there another brick there? I don't know. Yeah, so I need to go grab a whole bunch of string. I don't have a spider farm. Maybe I should ask if anybody has a spider farm on the server, because I need a whole bunch of string. That is going to be a lot of string to make that many dispensers. I need at least a stack, maybe a stack and a half, or 2 stacks of dispensers. It's going to be ridiculous. And I might need some droppers as well. It's going to take a lot of resources. It's going to take a while to build, but we are on our way. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time. See you later. Take it easy. Have a good day. Bye-bye.